to him with Harry diving in, Juhan and Hai Chao being able to do so as well. That does mean that I'm slightly worried for Starry here, as he's going to have to try and work doubly hard to keep himself safe by the rest of everybody involved. But focusing back in on the game itself here, taking a look. Well, maybe not actually. Flash knockup from Harry. Charm. Oh, Hai Chao. Okay, Xiaohu's dead.
Yep, there's a flash in from Harry, and you know, Xiaohu, it's not been his night.
Couple of camps. They managed to force the Yunara back to base, and whether or not Starry goes up to contribute to this dragon, we will wait and see. But Hai Chao.
Hai Chao just reads where Zeka's going to be, heads over there from mid. Zeka flashes away, but Hai Chao's still got one more cast of Spirit Rush. Zeka pulls him back underneath the turrets, but this feels like it's just delaying the inevitable. Hai Chao, though, solo on mana. Zeka healing back up. Xiaohu's here to back him up. Zeka fights his way out. Are you kidding me?
Ah, yes. Fabled Cassante moment. He was 1 HP the entire time and just vamped his way through. You can see that Bramble in the inventory just adds a little bit of a layer to how Harry needs to play this now. It means that after they've taken the trades, he's going to need to wait a couple of seconds before he can burrow. Actually, exhaust bot.
Elk getting engaged on, and Starry will be able to finish him off. Red and white.
Looks like one of them is picked up by Juhan before he quickly hops over the wall. I mean, my question for that bot lane play is, how on earth is Elk ever in range to be engaged on by Moham, who doesn't have Hex Flash? Picking up any armor, you're looking at Elk, you're looking at Xiaohu to begin with, or just going to be like paper.
Definitely, especially against the big burst that the various Moonlight Visuals can provide you. Definitely can play a little bit of that AD caster role as you do manage to stack on up your traditional marksman items. Get to take a little stop off there and be a little bit of a burst mage.
Juhan's mid.
Juhan coming in on a play on towards Xiaohu. Really great use of the charm there. Punishes the phase rush by forcing him even deeper into Hai Chao's face, but they're still not able to finish the job. Goes in for a hook, connects it onto the wall. Gonna regret that pretty quickly here, as now everybody gets to work onto Era, and OMG get their 3rd kill in a row.
OMG once again finding themselves with this slight advantage through the early game. This is now a 2nd dragon that they're able to pick up for themselves, and unlike in game number 1.
Xiaohu and Elk both arriving for this Rift Herald to try to work it through. Remember, those ultimates still down for OMG, but they still seem to want to be able to get their names on here. And the smite fight's won by Juhan. He has won so many of these this game, but not able to get over to the eye and pick it up. OMG might have to just give this one up and say, all right, we're going to call the Rift Herald a tie.
Still just level 10. If we see a fight around this dragon that's spawning in 7 seconds time, those 2 ultis could be a big difference.
Depth charge onto Juhan, isolated away from the rest of the team. In goes JJ, trying to execute him. He does his best to fight back, though. Gets the Cyclone off, flashes out to safety. 2nd Cyclone to create more space. Moham's already dropped down. Zika TP's in to finish the jungler. And Weibo claimed 2 quick kills, but Starry left alone to claim a tower in mid.
Yeah, it's just a numbers disadvantage there. And actually, OMG find themselves sniffing around for Weibo. Are they going to fancy to take this? Starry still has ulti, so does Hai Chao.
Yeah, but imagine they can't get anybody else in here. Harry can't TP because he's in Zeka's face.
Got as much power as possible moving into these team fights, and then look to see if they want to take a skirmish after the fact. And maybe they can find a couple of items, especially if Hai Chao or Juhan can finish up their 2nd item as well. Teleport available, so he can TP back up to answer anything that happens in the top lane if Harry doesn't make his way down here. But again, it's OMG who are playing a little bit with death here on the bot side.
Yeah, the hook comes in. It's Moham who's going to be the target to get engaged on. They're
Charm
going to do their best to try to get him out of here, but he will be executed by Zika. Goes into the back line with the all-out. Juhan on top of him now. Hai Chao looking for a taunt, not quite going to be able to find it, and they will choose to back away, knowing that they're still at a numbers disadvantage. So another quick pick for Weibo gives them the numbers advantage on the map and lets them start off this Otacon.
Still have all 4 ults available, though, for OMG, and they might try to contest this, especially with Otacon ripping through those resists. TP into the face of Starry. This is Zika joining into the fight. 7k now on the Otacon.
Yeah, doesn't have the all-out, but does have the still tanky Cassante. Harry looking for a path to tunnel on in, find these knockups, and get this fight started. They're going to go on to Zhao, who does flash back away. Juhan looking for a pathway in, but
Charm
going to have
hits.
to use the clone
Look
to
at
back on
Reacon.
away. Pumps
2K.
that Cyclone now, spinning his way through Erha and Zika. Erha falls down first. Smite comes through. They will be able to secure the Otacon, but what about the fight on the backside? JJ was able to get the big objective, but
oh, no, Juhan.
with his life. Juhan over the wall, flashes right back over as he finds the turret, still ready and waiting for him. And the rest of Weibo will get away. They lose 2 members, but they secure the Otacon for it.
Yeah, it depends what else they lose off the back of this. Still 24 seconds on Zika's death timer.
Risk. There's a deep flank being set up here for Harry. He's deep behind enemy lines, burrowing underground, and the fight going to break out. It's on to Moham. He has to use the Magnet Storm. Pretty much gets one shot, but Juhan now in the back line, cycloning through everybody. Down goes Elk and Erha. Next up is JJ. Zika has to pop the ultimate to get in onto the back line, trying to finish off Starry. Will be able to do so, but now Zhao
Battle of the
getting worked
solos
through by the rest of the squad. Eyes on Haichao. One more Spirit Rush to dash back away. Needs just a bit more damage. Will get another reset, and Zika is the last one standing. And still brawling with Harry, but Harry gonna be able to jump back away. It is a 4-4-3 team fight.
Actually find and engage. He's been getting picked. He's not really been looking for these fights. He's just been getting caught and then re-engaging off the back of that.
Oh, nearly gets caught again, but this time he's able to evade it, and it's Harry into the back line. Knock-up found onto JJ. Starry coming in to try to pump out the damage. JJ going to be forced to flash away. Erha going to be the first one to fall down in the fight. Zika already popping the ultimate, and it's not onto Starry this time.
Oh, it's a wipe.
Starry just pinging away from the back line will cut down 3 for a clean ace to OMG.
And it's just impeccable from OMG. They're playing with their HP bars exquisitely and make sure that nobody falls. They take down every single member of Weibo. And this Felios, the OMG AD carry who they kept from 2025 into 2026, is paying off again. Whether it's Haichao diving into the backline, whether it's Starry standing strong in the back, OMG have got themselves a consistent roster of carries who are making Weibo pay.
And OMG 3-0.
Hopping over the Dragon Wall and causing Elk and Xiaohu a ton of problems. Really solid stuff from the solo laners of the group.
I mean, too much action to really get to talk about the fight before last, but such an impressive couple of fights from Haichao here. I think a player that's been largely disrespected after the last couple of splits of play, really showing up against Xiaohu in today's series, and they're looking to crack open the base now. TP being channeled, but they're going to just look for the engage. Erha's one shot, now a TP coming in from Zika right into the middle of the waiting arms of OMG. They claim another, a massive Moonlight Vigil from Starry will claim 2 more. He executes JJ. It's another clean ace. Back-to-back dominant team fights from OMG will end this series 2-0.
Dominant team fight, dominant game, dominant series.